guys, Keith Jameson, aka Gator Guy 231 across the DFS industry. Saturday night, I'm here to break down the 6 slates on DraftKings tomorrow between La Liga and Bundesliga. They're not giving us a lack of action. Today was fun. Friday was fun. Today, personally, for me, was not that profitable, but looking forward to getting back at it tomorrow, getting on some good picks. Going to help to sit down and just look through these lineups tonight just to make sure that we're on the right things. Do me a favor, if you enjoy these videos, please not only subscribe to the channel, but if you can leave comments and likes, really helps the videos get out to more and more people and helps us continue to get content to you. So with that in mind, let's jump into the odds. I'm going to just kind of do like I did Friday. Just going to go through like the predicted lineups, talk about the top plays from each side, and we'll get out of here. This is not going to be a long, drawn-out thing by any means. So let us jump into it. So first game on the slate is Bilbao hosting Atletico. Atletico a slight favorite. They're plus 120 away from home, under a 2 total. So, going to have tons of action there. Then when we jump to the Bundesliga, we have a pretty square game. The first one between Mainz and Augsburg, and then Leverkusen is the biggest favorite on that slate, minus 210. That's also a showdown versus Schalke, who's just been awful since return. Then we get Real Madrid back. Let me make this a little bit bigger, but then we get Real Madrid back. They are minus 425 at home, so that's going to be a 5-1 type of stack. Even though Ibar is a fantasy-friendly team, there's some pieces we can get on that side. So that's going to be a fun showdown slate. And then the final slate of the day, Sociedad is hosting Asuna, however you say it. Anyhow, that game has had fireworks this year, tons of goals. So maybe there's some redemption in La Liga tomorrow between Madrid and Sociedad. So let's go to the first one, which is really going to be the boring game. But I do think it could be fun for DFS, maybe. But anyhow, 8 a.m., we're jumping in. By the way, before I get into it, I'm a terrible marketer, but still only $5 to join our Discord premium channel where I'm covering every slate. That is going to go up on Tuesday. I'm also going to have a special. I haven't decided the pricing yet for the rest of this jam-packed soccer. But join for $5 this week. Get used to what we've got going on. See if you like it, and maybe you can join us for the next few months. The link is going to be in the details of this video. Okay, that's the last marketing piece, I promise. Anyhow, let's talk about Atletico versus Bilbao. So Atletico, Kieran Trippier is going to be the easiest lock, probably your captain pick. Not only crosses a ton in open play, but takes most of the sets. Probably from there, you're going to go Koke, the other set taker for Atletico, especially when he's wide. He just kind of just accumulates stuff, tackles, takes some shots, gets some crosses, and before you know it, he's at 8 to 10. Really like Lodi, too. I think those are the 3 floor plays for Atletico. Yannick Carrasco, I can't decide if I actually think he's going to start or not. He's fine. Belgium international, just came back from China. Whatever, he's okay. Costa, if he's starting, he's really cheap. I think he's like 4,600, 4,500. They still have his pricing wrong. If not, it'll probably be Morata, who I don't have it up, but I think he was priced way up. Marcos Llorente, just understand, like, he is not an attacker. He had 2 goals versus Liverpool. Like, fuck you, Llorente. If you didn't know I'm a Liverpool fan, that was a horrible day. But he normally sits deeper. I think he's on loan from Real Madrid. Maybe he got sold, but anyhow, that's like the last 2 goals he'll probably score this season until I just cursed him. But anyhow, that's kind of Atletico. Thomas Partey, by the way, if you look at his logs, like, he's going to take corners when Trippier or Koke isn't on. He's not going to take any here. On this side, so if this lineup takes, Iker will take all of Bilbao's sets. If he's not in, Iba Gomez has been known to be on them, or if you don't see either of them, you'll probably see Unai Lopez over Vesca or Danny Garcia, and that is the set taker. He's much cheaper, so he'd be an easy play. The only other floor plays from Atletico are these wingbacks, so Kappa and Yuri. Neither one of them cross a ton, but if you just look through, they always get there. Especially Yuri. I've never understood how he always gets there, and then you look down and he's at 12 or 13 DK. So either one of them I'd be fine to be on there. Big thing with Atletico, so even though they're known as a defensive team, they can give up crosses, especially if they get up early. Like Simeone just loves to just take them in a shell and protect the game. So, don't be scared to do a couple. Like, this doesn't need to be a 5-1 stack. I guess that's my biggest thing. Okay, let's jump into Germany. So and this is going to be nice to know early, Brozinski is like the easiest play on the slate, just taking all the sets for mains. Like when he's in, he's a double-digit machine. So love that play, even though he's an expensive defender. Also on this side, Koundé was a former Atletico guy. If you didn't see Brozinski or Aaron Martin, he would take sets. So fine play. Real Baku, he's a little too expensive, and he's only midfield eligible, but he just always puts up good production. So I think probably more GPP, but I like the player. You might see all these forwards for mains, like none of them have great floors, but they're all fairly cheap tomorrow. I think Anuwasu is the only one that's kind of priced up, but I could definitely see maybe your second cash forward being here. Other side, Philip Max takes like all their sets and is way too expensive for this matchup. I think he's like 10-1 or 10K. So he's by far the best floor in Augsburg, but I don't know if you can play him. Richter's forward eligible, takes some other sets, occasional one, does like to shoot, so he's fine. My favorite play, though, for like the classic slate is, I don't even know how to say his name right, Noah Joel Serin Bazi. I don't know. The dude just shows up. Like if you go back like a year and a half, 2 years, he just always draws fouls, takes some shots, gets a couple corners, and they still haven't like caught up to his price. I think he's only like 4,800. So somebody that might be in my core, but somebody I'm really hoping I can fit in. That's probably Augsburg. I don't think there's much else to go over. Just not great floors. So from floor perspective, Noah, Max, Richter. On the other side, Brozinski, Baku, and then Koundé are like your best floor plays. All right, Schalke versus Leverkusen. You're going to spend a lot of your salary on Leverkusen because Schalke sucks. Leverkusen, too, they just like laid a massive egg. It was like a horrible tactical error. Like the dude versus Bayern, he plays Leon Bailey and Amiri as wingbacks, and they just got destroyed. So I think they're going to try to get some redemption here and maybe just try to just like tack it on. But the two best plays is Kai Havertz and Demirbay. Demirbay will take most of the sets, just absolutely put on a masterclass midweek. So those would be the first two. I think Diaby's really nice at forward position too. Just really, really active. Wirtz, like, he'll probably be good someday, but he just does nothing for DFS unless he scores. So that's just pure GBP. Amiri, pretty expensive for Classic, probably on Showdown. We're going to look there. We'll probably split sets with Demirbay. Tackles, crosses, shoots, good player. Sinkgraven will be fine for Showdown. I don't think he'll be on in Classic. They just don't cross that much. On Schalke's side, just be careful here. Wachak Zipka, if you see Miranda in, he's playing center back, which means he's way overpriced. He will split sets with Caligari. If you don't see either one of them, the other one will likely have a monopoly, so that's something to keep in mind. Even if Zipka isn't in, Caligari's price is out of hand for the matchup, so I don't think you go there. Matundo, you will see some people on in Classic Cash because he is the lowest price forward. Former Man City kid, is a good player. Other than that, I just think these plays are all just like thin from Schalke. They're not like building blocks. All right, let's go to La Liga and the Showdown, and I guess it's Classic too. I'm just going to talk about Showdown though, just to make it easy. So for Real Madrid, if for some reason you don't see Cruz, Modric takes all the sets. If you see them both in though, Cruz takes everything. So Cruz would be your main building block. Now Karim Benzema, you might think he falls into the goal dependent category. He's really not. Like, he's just the fulcrum for everything Madrid does, is to get him the ball and let him kind of dish it out or shoot. So he really does kind of have like a 7-8 DK floor. And then, the goal upside. So I think he's, for Showdown, I don't really know if you can really get away from him. I guess you could go Junior. Junior, especially watch Real Madrid's bench. If you see Hazard on the bench, you can almost guarantee that Junior is going to sub out early. I don't see Benzema subbing. Jovic is injured, so there's not really anybody else that can play that 9 position for them. The fullbacks, Marcelo and Carvajal, are like the other 2 best targets. They just are incredibly active, especially Marcelo. Double cross upside for him. On the other side, so Ivar is actually really DFS friendly, just maybe not this matchup. Leon, if in, takes all the sets. If not, it goes to Oriana. And then Jose Angel here is actually known as Coat on DK. I don't know why. But anyhow, he'll take the occasional corner, but really active. Just keep in mind, like, despite their logs being good and despite, them being DFS friendly, still a terrible matchup. Madrid really should control the game. So figure out your Madrid pieces and then fill in Ivar. That would be my recommendation. Other person just to mention, Cristoforo came over from Serie A. Good player. Doesn't really have any sort of sets, but does get DK production. And for Showdown, Arbela, min priced. So if you do see him in, that would maybe be a great Ivar piece. Final game, Sociedad. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not going to go to my phone, but I think they scored 7 goals in the last 2 games. Maybe it's 8. And Odegaard has destroyed Asuana. He had a goal and 2 assists in the Copa game, and then a goal and an assist in the La Liga game where they won 4-0. So I really think that Sociedad, if you want to like go GPP, could really be like the stack. If you just maybe get like 1 or 2 Madrid pieces and then focus on Sociedad, you're going to be like way different from everybody else. Odegaard would be my top option. He takes most of the sets. When he's with Januzaj, they split. But Januzaj like almost always subs. So Odegaard would be option 1. Then you probably go to Januzaj. Orizabal, Spanish international. He's going to be like one of Spain's like top guys soon. You won't see him from Sociedad for long. But he does take PKs. Also can take some sets and just a good player. Likes to cut in a lot. So you won't see him out wide crossing. A lot of times you'll just see him cutting in. And trying to link up with William Jose, who's just used to be like a top option, and he just has had struggles this year, but good GPP look. The fullbacks, Nacho does not cross or is nearly as active as he used to be for Arsenal, but he's fine. Zaldua is the better fullback in my opinion. Also, for some reason, Mikel Moreno just always gets DFS production. I don't know why. He just does. On the other side, so Garcia, who is like their best DFS play, he is suspended. So Roberto Torres will take all the sets. You get no price discount on him, despite them being a dog. So while on Showdown, I kind of just want to go there, the price might make you, like, you would probably have to sacrifice one of Odegaard, Januzaj, or Zabel, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But Torres should take everything and very DFS friendly. The other thing, good thing to note is their top striker is suspended or injured. One of the 2 things. He's out too. So the 2 of their top offensive players are out. So again, Osuana might be struggling a little bit. Their fullbacks are very active, Nacho and Pinan, whatever. Purvis. We'll call him Purvis. Purvis, they're both very active. And other than that, Enrique has played 1 game. He's under some different DK thing, but if you look, there's only like 1 log on him. I looked back at some like La Liga 2 stuff. He was fine. But he's like 6K. I was hoping he was going to be like 3,500. And that kind of just rounds up Asuana. So for Sociedad, figure out your Sociedad pieces, fill in with Asuana, and really your big decision point is Torres. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of, I think I covered 6 slates in one. I guess I didn't really cover Liga, but I get used to some top options. Now, I hope you enjoyed this. Keep subscribed. And once again, like, comment, all that stuff if you're enjoying it. You can also catch me on Twitter at GatorGuy231. If you just have any questions or have some suggestions for this going forward, I'm open to any sort of feedback. So once again, Keith Jamison of Fantasy Sports Insight. Really appreciate you guys watching, and good luck on Sunday.